Okay. Test question or homework questions. All right. Let's see, ask my instructor. Two, 102. Okay, here's one. This one says 3.411/4. 3.411/4. So that'd be chapter 3, section 4, number 11 in the book, homework, section 4 homework in the book, number 4 online. So if you want to, if you got your online homework printed out, this one's like number 4. If you got your book with you and you want to see what type of problem it is, it's going to be like number 11 in the book. Like, not exactly. Okay? So, let's do this one. We might have already done it. I don't know if we have or not. I don't want to erase any questions yet. Just see it? It looks like it. In recent years, the magnitude Richter scale of 10,094, 594 were recorded. The mean is 1 point blah blah blah, and the standard deviation is blah blah blah. Consider the magnitudes are unusual. What are the magnitudes separates? Okay, first of all, whenever you see mean and standard deviation, whenever you see those two words together, you're going to draw a what? A bell curve. So go ahead and draw it. Take your handy-dandy whiteboard and draw you a bell curve. Now you need to get your calculators out because we got 10 thousandths here and 10 thousandths here, and I'm not even going to try to add those up. Okay? What's wrong with the chair?
Nothing.
Oh, just too crowded.
crowded.
All right, so take your handy dandy stylus and draw a normal distribution. 2 standard deviations to the right, 2 to the left. The mean is what? 1.248. If you wanted to say 1.25, you could, but you better keep it because this is going to want it to a certain decimal, so you better do 1.248. Now take your calculator and take 1.248 plus 0.588, and what do you get? 1.836. All right, add 0.588 to that. 2.42 what?
4.
Okay. Now, take 1.248 and subtract 0.588. Point what?
66.
And take 0.626 and minus 0.588.
No, because you said 66.
666?
No, 66. Sorry.
I don't know. 0.6 what?
6.
So there's supposed to be a 6 right here?
Yeah.
Okay, I said 666.
But there's not a third.
Yeah. Only.
Oh, it's just 0.66. 0.660. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yes. Sorry.
Durr. 0.660. And now take 0.660 and take 0.588 away from that. What do you get?
0.072.
0.72. So, between 0.072 and 2.424, that's what? Normal. So unusual would be from here to the next standard deviation, which is going to be a negative probably, and to right here for the third standard deviation, that's unusual, and this is unusual, and out here, outlier, and out here is an outlier. Now that we've drawn what we need, let's go back and look and see what the question asks. It says, what are the numbers that separate the unusual numbers from those that are normal? So what numbers separate unusual from normal? I'm going to do this in red. No blue, I don't like red. So which number separates normal from unusual?
0.072.
0.072, there's one. And what's the other one?
2.424.
And that's it. There's your two numbers.
So that number right there, that's your lower bound?
That's your lower. Because you read from left to right, and that's
Okay.
your lower. That's your lower, and that's your upper. It says, what are the magnitudes, blah, 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 blah. The lower bound, blah, blah, blah. It says type the lower, that'd be 0.072. So you type in 0.072, and you feel good about yourself. And this is a test question. And the upper is 2.424.
You know how this, like it'll tell you if you're right or wrong
Mhm.
right away. Does the test do that too?
No, it tells you after you turn it in. And then you can review it and you can print it out.
Okay.
All right, that's that question. Whenever, and this is true in this class until we take the final exam, if you're given the mean and the standard deviation somewhere in the problem, you're going to draw this bell curve. Okay? So the mean and the standard deviation. What number is a red herring? The 10,594? You don't even need that. Just mark that out. The two most important numbers in statistics is the mean and the standard deviation. Third most important would probably be the median. Question on that one. Does that help? Okay. And that's a good test question too. So, next question. This one is 3.49/3. I'm going backwards, but you'll be all right. 9/3. IQ test measured, blah, blah, blah. Mean of 102 and a standard deviation of 14. Let's go ahead and draw the bell curve because that's what you're going to be doing. Now, I know it says something about a z-score, but right now, I just want you to draw the bell curve. You have to get in the practice of that because you're going to be doing it for Chapter 4, Chapter 5, Chapter 6. You're going to be doing it for all of them. Not so much 4 and 5. But after Chapter 5, you're going to be doing it quite a bit. So, the mean is 102. And the standard deviation is 14, so that'd be 116 and 130. Y'all check me. 102 minus 14, I have no idea is what? Thank you. 88 minus 14 is 74. So, normality is between 74 and 130. Let's see what the question says. What are the z-scores that separate the unusual? Well, go down here, we'll change it to guess I'll change it to red. On z-score, what's the middle?
102.
0. Well, z-scores.
Oh.
And then what's the standard deviation? 1, right? So what's this z-score? 1. And what's this z-score?
2.
2. What's this z-score? And so this kind of falls right there. And this kind of falls right there. So 95% is going to fall between 74 and 130, or z-scores of -2 and what?
2.
2.
Okay.
And that's the way it rolls all the time. So, the lower z-score is -2.
So the answer is always -2 and 2.
Pretty much, yes, with z-scores. The high score is +2. What are the IQ scores? 74 and 130. See how easy it is when you draw the
It says
picture?
those two are wrong.
Huh?
It says they're wrong.
That's right, because it's got the red. Somebody answered it wrong. They have your answer right there. These two are right and these two are right. That's the right answers. She must have got these two right. These two she got wrong, evidently. Or he, whoever sent it. You see how it's important to draw this because you can actually see it. So if we were working with IQ scores, we would use the blue. But if we were working with IQ scores and shoe sizes, then we'd be working with the red because we'd have to convert everything to a z-score. Okay. Hopefully that'll help. Don't be afraid to ask questions. That's a good test question also. A lot of people say, well, all of your test questions are, well, there's some that I will say I won't put that on a test. Like 15-step questions. You ever seen some of those?
Yeah.
Take like 15 steps? No, I don't put those on a test because that's just aggravating. Sorry. All right, let's see if there's any other homework questions or questions. That one off too. All right. That's 102, that's 102, that's 120. This one is 2 point, we might have already done this one. Have we already done this one?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, we have. This one I don't think is still bold, so we haven't done this one. Yep. 3.3, 33/12. 3.3, 33/12. All right? Don't even look at this. In other words, we're not even going to look at the question. Don't even look at that. I just want you to look at the question, what it says. A certain group of test subjects has a pulse rate with a what? Mean and a what? Ding! Forget the question, start drawing. No sniffing in class. You have a cold, you just stay out in the hallway. So draw a picture. Hubert, how do you know? You don't need to worry about the question yet. You need to just draw the what? Draw the bell curve. And whenever you see mean and standard deviation, go ahead and draw it. So 83.3. Get your calculators out because I ain't going to try to do it in my head. 83.3 plus 11.2 is?
94.5.
I'm sorry, what?
94.5.
And add it again. 105 point what?
7.
Okay, now go this direction. 83 minus 11.2 or 83.3 minus 11.2.
72.1.
And do it again. Minus 11.2.
60.9.
60.9. So normality falls between what?
60.9.
Okay. Now that we've drawn that, and you could go ahead and add your z-score, and I don't even know what the question's asking. 0, 1, 2, -1, -2, just in case it asks the z-score question. Now, let's do this. There. Where's my... I better not even try that, because it'll mess up. All right, let me get black back on here. There we go. Would it be unusual for one of the test subjects to have a pulse rate of 126? 126 would be where? Way out here. And that's what? That's unusual. So your answer would be, yes, it would be unusual. Let me see what they're asking, because I want to make sure I get it right. Okay, minimum usual would be what? 60.9. Maximum,
105.7.
yeah, that one's wrong. That one would be 105 point what? I'm sorry.
105.7.
Yeah, enunciate, please.
Sorry.
Good job. I feel good about myself. Is 125 unusual? Well, it's either A, C, or D.
It's larger than the maximum usual.
Good
usual
job.
Value.
You're so smart. That's it. So that's a good test question because it does everything with the mean and standard deviation, but it's also kind of simple. But it ain't simple if you don't draw a picture. If you don't draw a picture, you have no clue what they're talking about. That looks good. Dang old cookies and cream trifle. Dang old. Let's just look at food. How about that? All right. Let's see if there's any more. We went over those. We went over class boundary. I think I went over all those. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so that's basically any homework questions that was sent in. Let's look and make fun of people who haven't done homework. 120, y'all are section 12. Let's see. This is so frustrating. Sorry. And that would be okay, I went too far. Too far. Okay. 3.4.
That's a class average.
Yep. Most people hadn't done it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 people. 4 people got too many blanks up there. I'm not worried about this person because this person just evidently is either, I see that 0 and that 0 there, so that tells me that they're either printing it out. It looks like to me they're printing it out because they haven't done these 2 yet, so they're probably, looks like they're skipping around, so that means they probably printed it out or something. I'm not worried about this one because they've done the last 2 sections. Chances are they're going to do these. They're just gauging themselves, I guess. Basically, this one not concerns me too much, but these 2 really concern me because it's like haven't done anything. But anyway, I'm not gonna say anything else. And one person hadn't done anything either, so. I guess they're waiting till 11 o'clock on the, whatever day I cut it off. I'll decide that in just a minute. Let's go over to the test, assignment manager. I think I already pulled up the test for y'all one time, haven't I?
Yeah, we went.
Oh, we'll pull it up again. All right, so this is chapter what? Chapter 4, chapter 1, 2, and 3. So this is the unit 1 test. And we need to go ahead and, we'll just go ahead and preview it. So y'all can look at it. Now that we've gone over pretty much.
It's already assigned, isn't it?
Hmm?
You've already assigned it, right?
Yeah, but I don't know about the dates. I need to check the dates. Where's the dang test? It was supposed to come up. Oh, did I not hit go? You gotta hit go. Sorry. When is the week of finals?
July 20th through the 22nd.
It's a miracle. When does homework terminate?
Before the test starts.
That's when it's supposed to, but I usually do it the day of the test. It's supposed to spread these around. It's not supposed to group them up. But anyway, if you take several forms of a test, how is it counted?
Take
Huh?
highest grade, drops the lowest.
Golly, where do you get all this information?
The syllabus.
It's on the handouts. Here we go. I told you this was a test question. Darn, this one looks like the one we did in class yesterday, or the day before yesterday. It really does. All right, but go ahead and, Vanna, you got the thing, blow it up a little bit. 5-number summary and find the box, pick the box plot. So you need to draw it by hand and see which one it is. Or which one it isn't. Give y'all a minute or two. Shouldn't take you too long. We got to stop at 15 after today. My son today. I don't have him this week. I just pick him up on Thursday. After next week. Couldn't sleep last night. Woke up at like 3 o'clock. Watched a movie, Loft. That's a good movie. Y'all seen that movie?
Your son watched that at 3 o'clock in the morning?
No.
Oh, you said your son could sleep.
No, I go pick him up today. That's a pretty good movie.
What was it?
The Loft.
The movie with like all those murders or something?
Yeah,
like that?
well, one person was murdered.
Okay.
Yep.
Do you want us to tell you?
Hmm?
You want us to tell you what it is?
No, I'm gonna do it in just a second.
Okay.
I'm gonna give y'all time to do it. So, take your handy dandy spreadsheet, pull it up. And we'll look at the other thing too. We need to look at that for y'all. So there's another shortcut I want to give it to you. I don't mind giving you shortcuts, but I don't want the shortcuts to take away from the learning of what you're doing. Does that make sense? I mean, I could teach my 8-year-old how to use a calculator and get the answer, but my son don't know what the answer means. So that's the difference between using technology and depending on technology. I don't want my students depending on it. All right, so they're already in order. So how many we got? 1, 2,
15.
3,
15.
15. So that means 7 up and 7 down. So 7 up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 75 is our median. So I'll just put median right here. It's equal to that number. No coughing in class either. All right, so how many numbers we got above 7? So 3 up, 3 down. So 1, 2, 3, 72 is our median of our medium, top median. So that's our first quartile. And then what goes before the first quartile? The mean, which is 70. I'll do that one for you. I'll calculate that one. Per day. And then 3 up, 3 down. 1, 2,
78.
3. Be 78. That's your third quartile. Oops. And then the max, I'll calculate that one for you. 79. So there's your 5-number summary. Now all you got to do is draw a number line. So the number line the mean is 70 and the max is what? 79. So 70 to 80 is 10. Half of 10 is what? 5. So that's 75. Half of 75 is, or half of 5 is 72.5. So that'd be 77.5. And then this would be 71-ish. This will be 73-ish. This will be 76-ish. This will be 7. I know I've done this problem or one like it. 78-ish. So that takes care of this. Takes care of that. Now you just do the blue, the yellow, and the wine. So blue is 72. Right there. 78 is your, I'll just use the orange because that's the closest thing I got. 78 is right there. And then the middle is yellow, or yellow, depending on where you're from. I'll take my black marker and so right now your box, I mean, your median is falling on your what? Your center, isn't it? So that means your data is kind of tight. And it also means that basically you have, it looks like a little bit more of your data is over here. So, I don't know, maybe looks something like that. Just a little bit skewed left, a little bit. But you could argue that it's real close to a normal distribution because the median and the middle are on the same number. I don't know what they're asking, but let's see what the question's asking. Oh, 5-number summary. That's what it's asking. 70, 72, 75, 78, 79. Y'all need to write those down so you can tell me what they are. Oh. Yes, I can yawn. I'm the master of my universe. Where is my question? So 70,
It's D.
72, 75, 70 what? 78 and 79. Now, a lot of people say, well, I don't know which one it is. Well, look at the one we drew. The one we drew has the center, 75, and the median being 75. So, let's look for a 75-75 match. Well, I can tell you one it's not. It's not this one. Why?
Because it has it on 74.
It has it on 74. So, that's not right. Let's see if we can find another one that's not right. Well, 74 right here also. This one's 70 what? 7. Kind of narrows it down a little bit, doesn't it? I think the answer is C. If you miss this one, don't tell anybody. Because it's supposed to be easy. Next question. Which branch?
Marines.
Thank you. You at least got that one right. When is the last day of class for this semester?
Friday the 17th.
God, where do y'all get this information? All right, there you go. Up, mean, and standard deviation. Golly, I wonder what you're going to do on this one. Probably just sit there and look. Honestly, Bob.